few hours, say 2 hours a day, do you know how better at maths you will become? Can you understand where I'm coming from? How are you using your time? So when you go on YouTube, what do you watch? What do you do with YouTube? Is it an enhancing activity? Or do you just watch all the singers and watch all the series and, you know, watch Goku, watch anime? Is that all you do? Oh yes, you're looking at me. I watch Goku. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z, I do that. But how long do you do it for? Do you know that there are Bible stories on YouTube? Do you know that you can even watch them as bedtime stories these days? You can watch them with your mom. You can watch them with your siblings if you are the oldest one in the house. And you know how productive that would be on the long run. So can you see that the problem is not the YouTube, it's not the Facebook, it is how we use it. The problem is with every technology, how you use it. After all, when Alfred Nobel made the dynamite, he didn't make it to kill people. He made it so we could blast our way through rocks and hills and create roads. But people started using it as a war arsenal, and that was why he established the Nobel Peace Prize to sort of compensate his soul and his own conscience for what his invention has cost.
Wow.
But it wasn't that he made a bad invention. It is the way we choose to use it. So what I would advise any one of us who thinks that they spend too much time on these media is that, well done, you've done a good analysis, you know what the problem is. 2, put in certain changes that will make it more productive, i.e. what are you watching on YouTube and for how long. So you can just tell yourself, okay, I'm going to do YouTube for just 1 hour every day, and be strict with it. Set an alarm. Once it is 1 hour, don't be tempted to stay there any longer. Just go. But the bad thing is that these things come directly to your phone. They are in your face, and you're, oh, let me just do this, let me just do that, let me do that. You have to have discipline. You wake up in the morning, the first thing you should pick is not your phone to look at the number of messages there. It should be your Bible. You should thank God for you. You should thank God for where you are. You should exalt God. You should produce and produce. You should think first before you start consuming. Do you know that all those things you take in is consumption? And you don't really want to be consuming without producing. So when you wake up, the first thing you reach for is not necessarily your phone. It should be your Bible. And YouTube is not, I'm really dwelling on this because this is one of the major challenges of the 21st century youth. They are good, they're not necessarily bad. It is how we use them. Go onto YouTube and say, oh, I've decided now, I'm going onto YouTube today, we need decimals. I want to see everything YouTube has on decimals. And you sit down, you look through it, you listen to it, you watch it, you read what you did in school. Before you know it, you are light years ahead of the people in your class. But if you sit down there watching Hannah Montana, Dragon Ball Z, or Lad House, or you know all these nice and Vampire Diaries, you're making money for someone else. Or you sit down and you watch, there are these people who say they run commentary on everything that happens. So there is a new fidget spinner and they are running commentary on it. And they're just there watching them. You know, it doesn't help. So how are you using your time? Shakespeare asks this question, to be or not to be, in Hamlet. How are you using your time? Do you want to be productive or do you not want to be productive? That's the question. Next slide, please. Information has become unlimited in this same 21st century that all these media is distracting us. When I was in school, they were teaching me anatomy. It was so abstract. These days, I just see an app that will remove the skin go into the muscles, remove the nerves, and I'm like, wow. You mean I sat down studying all this for months when I could have just watched this and go away? So it boils down to how are you using the www, how are you using the web? Give up some Snapchat time. Decide today to give up some WhatsApp time. When you wake up, make it a point of duty. I have a pattern. I must first produce. And how do you produce? You wake up, you take your Bible, you meditate. The mornings are the best time you celebrate. You think out your ideas for the day, you put them on paper, you make your to-do list. You produce. After you've done that, you exalt your Creator. You hype yourself. Father, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. As I step out, you step out with me. You know, you are producing. Even God is in heaven smiling at the aroma of your production. Before you start to consume. So you can say, oh, for the first 3 hours I'm not touching my phone. It requires discipline. And then you eventually touch your phone. I'm not saying if a call comes in, you don't answer your call. Most of the time, some people don't call. They just surf and do all sorts and waste time. You're even late for school because you are looking at WhatsApp messages. It doesn't help. Give it up. And ensure that discipline. Next slide, please. Ensure that discipline. You know, and everything you want will come to you. I've put here are some of the solutions to those internal problems that we have, and even the external ones. That you should starve your distractions and feed your focus. What are those things that distract you? Is it how well the other girl looks and how tall she is that you are now obsessed with buying high heels? Or is it the length of her weave? Or the shade of her makeup? Is it the Gucci wristwatch the other boy is wearing that is alarming you? Or is it the number of fans you have on Instagram that is deceiving you? They are fans. They are not members of your family. You need to starve the distraction. I often tell people, I'm an example, that I have never ever made progress when I'm enjoying. I need to be in difficult situations for me to make serious progress. So when I have deadlines, when I have things to do you know what I do? I intentionally create difficult situations for myself. So there are times that, there was a time I didn't watch television for 3 months. I just chose not to. Because I had things I needed to do. And what was the use of watching someone else who had made their money? What's the use of going on Facebook when I can own Facebook? You need to reorientate your thinking. You know, these things are challenges, but at the same time, they are the solutions. If you run a blog, why not? Your mates are all writing blogs. You can write. They are not better talented than you. They're just putting their imagination to paper. Whereas you are just typing your own away WhatsApp chats. So we need to harness those things that make us who we are. You know, my dad used to tell me that you need to learn how you are going to dine with kings and eat with paupers. And what that means is you need to understand that periods of adversity in life, they come, whether you like it or not. You use it to your advantage. And there's evidence to show that that is when you are most productive. But it doesn't mean you must aspire to wallow in poverty. No. You must aspire for the highest and the biggest. And when you get there, you must appreciate where you are coming from and those you met along the way. So please, what are those things that are your distractions? Be honest with yourself when you get home today. In your own rooms. What is that thing that makes you not get up and do the house chores quickly before you went to school? Is it because you were chatting? Or is it because you were just doing something? You don't know how the time flies. Some of us can't even. There are times I've not been able to account for my own time. Me, yes, stood here with you. So it's not as if I'm perfect. I'm not. But the important thing is for us to all realize that we are all work in progress. You're able to identify the defect. Once you identify that defect, Once you reflect, you're on your way. Steve Jobs was the one who said that he never knew where his life was living, or heading, sorry. He never knew where his life was heading. It was only in hindsight that he's able to connect the dots. But there was something he did every day. He was consistent. He walked and walked and walked and walked. I'm not saying walk, walk, walk and don't play. I play. I'm sure you can notice that. I play. But then even in play, you're focused. You feed those things that edify you. Is it music? You pick a good hobby. Even friends that do not edify you, friends that distract you, you have no business rolling with them. If you roll with wolves and foxes, you learn how to howl. If you roll with eagles, you learn how to soar. I always wake up every morning and say, oh God, I want friends who are bigger than I am around me. And the reason is because I want whatever it is that makes them bigger than me to rub off on me. I will celebrate their successes. I don't want to be there and be lonely. It's really lonely at the top. You don't want that. And it's also lonely at the bottom. But it's a different kind of loneliness. So you have to choose. Where do I want to be? I've got this energy in this unique phase of life. I've got this strength. I've got this time. How do I want to channel it? Am I able to discipline myself and say, okay, today I'm going to consume this, this, and this. Anything extra, I'm not going to eat it. Am I going to discipline and say, okay, today I'm going to study my books. If someone comes to us in class, that person doesn't have two heads. Just one head, two eyes, one mouth. Not 4 ears. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to put all the resources into productive use. I'm going to starve that thing that takes my time and distracts me. It's a resolution we need to take and work towards it. Next slide, please. You need to learn how to develop your skills and skills acquisition as well as skills transfer. And someone asked me today, if I'm developing myself and I'm acquiring skills, why should I bother about skills transfer to someone else? Because at this age, many of you could draw, many of you could write things, many of you could play an instrument. This is even outside of formal education. Develop those skills as well as the formal ones. And I told this person that each time you transfer a skill, you reinforce your skill. So if I wanted to teach you, for instance, to play the piano, I can only get better at playing. Because I'm spending time teaching you, and that time I may have gambled that time away on WhatsApp, where I chose to spend it teaching you. So I'm also reinforcing my own learning at that time. Same thing with academic work. So if I came and I said, oh, Amber, I need to teach you this, or you came to me and I said, oh, let me teach you, let's transfer this skill from me to you, I'm simply at that point in time reinforcing my own learning. And that is why the Bible says give. Because whatever you have and you give of it, you somehow are filling your own pot. So it's not all about you acquiring skills. It's also you transferring it to someone else at the same time. And that reinforces what you have. And in cases of career, you have to plan and think, what am I good at? What do I have a passion for? This is when you have the energy, you know, and you can do more than one thing. You can decide that, oh, I want to be this and that. You can do it. You see, there is no word like impossible. I tell people, that word is actually impossible. There's no word like that. You just have to be determined. And you just have to know that even when I stop being a youth, if there's such a thing, but I don't think there's such a thing. My daughter is always telling Mommy, you don't know you are old. And I'm like, no, I'm not old, I'm young. I'm dabbing with you for the Lord. And she's like, Mommy, stop this. But you see, even if you have to understand that education and learning is continued, it's progressive. Next slide, please. It's continued. There's nothing you are doing now that you cannot do later on if you are determined. Even though the physiology and anatomy may say, oh, your bones are aching, but it's a state of mind. That is why I told you in the beginning that be wary with the United Nations definition. It is okay for statistics and science, but for practical everyday life, that inspiration and motivation that you need, just know that you have to carry your youthfulness with you. You don't give it up at all. And the opportunities are endless. It is Google Scholar that said we need to stand on the shoulders of giants. And you're all coming up now. You have giants in your midst. You have people here who are willing to direct you. There are people in the church who are not even here this evening, who have skills or exposure in one area or the other. Why do you just sit there like a statue and don't utilize these people? You need to stand on their shoulders. And many of them are very pleased to have you stand on their shoulders. I.e., what do I mean? If I am in your church and you think you want to study medicine, I see you as not utilizing me if you do not come and ask me 1 or 2 questions. Who knows? I may be able to throw light on the fact that yes, I have to go on with medicine, or oh no, I have to have a rethink and see if I should choose another pathway. So use these people and never be afraid of a no. If you came to me and asked me a question and I said, oh sorry, I can't help you, do you die? You don't. Does it make you shorter? No. Let me give you a life example. One day I went to Victoria. I left Sheffield for London and I forgot my wallet at home. Completely forgot my wallet. I'm very forgetful. And when I got to Victoria, I had no money to go anywhere. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, oh Jesus, take control. This is your daughter. She has done it again today. Oh God, what is she going to do? I said, okay, I know what to do. I'm just going to go and meet the next available man who comes my way, or woman, and I'm going to just tell them the truth and ask for help. And then that small voice said, oh, what are you to say? No, I said, so I'll go to the next person. And that's exactly what I did. I went to the first one. Oh, hello, good day. And we're like, oh, hello, you work in National Express? I said, yes. He said, yes. I'm like, oh, I forgot my wallet at home. Please, is it possible for you to give me £20? And it's even better since you work here. Next time I come, I'll give you your £20. And he was like, how do you expect me to believe you? I said, well, you don't have to believe me. Can you do it or not? He was like, well, I'm not sure you are saying the truth. I said, I don't have any way to prove that I'm saying the truth. But I know I'm saying the truth. Please, are you willing to give me or not? And he looked at me and said, what if I say no? I said, I'll go to the next person. God told Esther, if you don't allow yourself to be used, I'll raise someone else. I mean, so after a while, he said, okay, take this £20. And he gave it to me. And as I was going, I saw my friend who lives in Sheffield. She was like, oh, I'm going to catch the bus. Take my passport. I think then they used to sell this card, Trump cards. Like, see, God is just manifesting. So even if that man did not give me that £20, my God was already preparing another thing for me. Even if he had said no. So God was just reinforcing the fact, the things I told him that, if you like, don't give me. And it didn't stop me. I went exactly where I was going. And to cut a long story short, I came back to National Express and I gave the man £50. And he was like, really? I said, yes. He said, I don't think I said you do, you earned it. So please, at this age, never be afraid to sell your ideas or to get a negative. Next slide, please. And never be afraid to stand on the shoulders of giants. Seek out job opportunities, volunteering. No knowledge gained is lost. No knowledge gained is ever lost. And the solutions for the external, your set has distorted this slide, but it's okay, I'll just take it. The external solutions can come from the family or they can come from the community. So from the family, we need our parents to always encourage us. You know my story, I told you how my dad would encourage me. Just because people were bullying me in school, then my dad went out of his way to buy me a fountain pen. I mean, you know what that means. A little child using a fountain pen at that age. And guess what? My classmates simply stole them. And anytime they stole one, he gave me a new one. He was that patient with me. Until after the first 3, then I knew how to keep it very well and nobody stole it again. And they actually stopped bullying me because I was the only one with a fountain pen at that age and an inkwell. I was feeling very cool with myself. So we in the family, even you here, you need to give your younger siblings that support. You know, you need to not stigmatize them. You need to not put them under pressure. Ah, look at you on your K-leg. What is wrong with African mothers? They're like that. What is wrong with you? And I always tell them, you don't tell your children such things. Even if you want to tell them things, you tell it to them in a loving manner. And they can then put in inputs on how to change their ways. On the family front. On the governmental and societal front, we are already doing something in this church to help combat the challenges of the 21st century youth. This program, whether you like it or not, is one of those things. Active mentoring and passive mentoring. So active mentoring is where you see someone who takes you under his wings one-on-one. You have contact with that person. Passive mentoring, Barack Obama could be your mentor. You don't see him every day, but he's a mentor. Your pastor could be your mentor. You know, you could decide and say, oh, I want to pattern my life after this aspect of someone's life. But I must tell all of you here that in life, there is no one mentor that suffices in everything. And get ready sometimes to be disappointed by your mentors in certain areas. That's just life for you. But that's not a reason for you not to appreciate what is good. I always say take what is good in people and leave their bad ones for them. And that is not a reason to castigate them either. On the government front, you find out that we are fortunate in this side of the world. In other places like Nigeria, there's not much being done for the youth. But here you have free transportation to some extent, you have allowances, you have public enlightenment, you have, in my hospitals we organize reproductive health talks, we do talks on sexually transmitted infection, because we know that it is at that age between 15 and 24 that we have those problems. But in other countries, sometimes you don't have these things. You have stable political terrain here, but we don't have them in other countries. You have sustained policies where I will come and say, okay, I want to do all this for the youth. In Nigeria, one governor will come, change this program. The other one will come. In Kenya and on the African continent, that's what we see. And then education is compulsory here. But some people somewhere in this world do not have access to education. They can't read. Even the UK is complaining of joblessness for her youth. But I will tell you, there is no jobless youth. Create your own job. You can be an entrepreneur. And in the UK, they put in policies where they put in places where you can get loans if you're a young starter. These are things you should start thinking about. So even though those challenges are there, unemployment, see beyond the challenges of the 21st century youth. See the 21st century solutions to the 21st century challenges, because they are bound. Be involved in wealth creation. Next slide, please. And on a final note, in life, wherever we embark on things, we should not see a fail or a negative as a failure. To fail is not to be a failure. It is not a crime to fail, but low aim in itself is a crime. So if you get up and you're determined to do what you want to do, I always say you pray like you are not working and you work like you are not praying. There is no stopping you. There is nothing that is going to stop you. I will give you a story about myself. My dad died in my 3rd year of medical school. And I didn't know how I was going to pay my school fees. I just didn't know. While my mates were in class, I would move from pillar to post. I had to grow up quickly. I always tell you, I'm sure I've told you, I've not had a childhood. Don't be surprised when you see me playing in the sand. I just had to grow up quickly. I had to carry everybody else in the family. And while my mates were in class, I was out there seeking money on how to survive. But I was determined that I would not drop out of school. I was determined that I would not be a failure. I was determined that whatever setback my father's death was, I was going to turn it around. I made some really crazy decisions. But each time I was making them, I told God, God, you are in control. I think one of the craziest ones I remember is when I went to shop and there was no money. After buying the few basic things I needed, there was no money to get back to the university. So I stood there looking at the buses going past. And one small voice said, oh, look at you now. How would you get to school? You can't even track it, it's that far. Useluto main gate. And the other one said, oh, shut up, you. Just get on the next bus that comes. And the man said, how would you pay? I'm like, that one said, just get on. When you get there, you cross that boat. And do you know what I did? I got on the exact next bus that came. And when I got in, who did I see? I saw my immediate younger sister. I said, what are you doing here? So I said, I'm going to school to look for you. I said, you get money. Get money. She said, what do you mean? She said, why are you at that bus now? She asked me, why did you get on the bus? That is fate. The day I saw a mustard seed, I was ashamed. That is all the faith you need. It's so small. And I got on that bus and she paid for me. That was number one. Number two, when I was coming to do my master's in the United Kingdom, I didn't even know where I was going to stay. I didn't know I was going to pay my school fees. I was already airborne. Before my brother-in-law remembered, oh, I have a friend in Edinburgh. I must have told you the story. And when I came down, that young man was waiting for me. And I told him, I said, I've not paid my school fees. He said, hey, so? We'll go to the school. It's not, this is the 10th biggest school in the United Kingdom. Mind who you surround yourself with. Imagine if I had been with someone who said, no, this is a serious problem. But he took my hand to that school. And when he got there, he told her, oh, she has not paid. He said, oh, really? He said, what were your sponsors? Did they give you a letter to the embassy? I said, yes. Okay, tell them to write to us. And they did. And that was how I started school. And that was how I finished school. And I went to meet them. Oh, can I pay? He said, no, it's your sponsor. To cut a long story short, I left Edinburgh in 2006. I started paying my fees in 2012. They wrote to me. There's no miracle bigger than that. In the UK, thousands of pounds for years. How does it happen if not God? But if you don't take that leap of faith, if all you see is the challenges, you must see beyond the challenges. You must know that even though failure will rear its head, your final goal is to succeed. And there is no abandoning ship because you are set to conquer even uncharted waters. It was Barack Obama who said in one of his books that for every single success you see, there have been 20 failures or more. But nobody sees those. It's like an iceberg. It's like an iceberg. If you go onto the Loretta Reveals blog, you will see the stories of men and women who do extraordinary things every day in their own way, in different ways. So you must strive to do these things. People can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. There's nothing spectacular about me. Next slide, please. And I think we can take some questions now so that it's a bit interactive. Thank you very much.